Hello and welcome to this hormonal balancing yoga class. So I'm delighted that you're here with me on the mat. We're just going to spend some time together and we're going to release out those hips, which is usually where we store all of our attention. So by releasing those hips, we're going to bring some calmness into our hormones. So let's just start in easy pose. I'm sat on a yoga brick just to lift my hips higher than my knees. And then just place your palms face down, chin to chest. So let's just land on the mat. Draw the belly in if it feels comfortable. Shoulders back and down. Allow the weight of the head to release any tension in the neck. And then just notice your breath. Notice how it lands as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. So just bring your attention to the yoga mat, to your space. Notice your energy and just notice how you're feeling. So we just bring this practice to the forefront of our minds, just letting anything else just go. Just for this short time that we're here together, let's just really immerse ourselves in this practice. And then just bring your head up and we're just going to come into our first posture, which is butterfly pose. So remove any props. Bring your feet in front of you, feet together. And then dependent on your flexibility, so if you're quite tight in the hips, then just bring your legs further away from you. If you want more of a stretch, bring them closer in. And then you're going to interlace the fingers, bring the cup of your hand over your toes, and then let those legs release. So just let the weight of the knees release down. And then if you can stay here if you wish, but if you want a deeper stretch, try and see if you can bring those elbows in front of the legs. And then you're just going to bring yourself over and let the head release. So try and see if you can really release those hips down into the ground beneath you, releasing all of that negative energy in the groin, in the hips. And I've got a little affirmation for you today just to think about whilst you're here. And then you'll just be here for a couple of minutes before we come into our next pose. So your affirmation is, I trust my body and honor my feminine power. I trust my body and honor my feminine power. So I'll just leave that with you. Leave that to land as you just melt and let go. Don't forget to breathe. Sending the breath to wherever you feel tension. So that might be the neck, the back, hips, or the groin. Alright, start to deepen your breath. And let's uncurl the hands first so you can plant the palms down. And then just slowly bring yourself all the way up. Just be mindful of your hips and your inner thighs as you bring the legs together. And plant the feet down in front, knees together. Come back on your buttocks. And then let's just take the hands behind us, fingers facing forward, and just ease out, moving from side to side. Lift the buttock as you bring the knees across. Just moving that tension out. Maybe sinking back into those shoulders, maybe bending the elbows as you come back. Maybe moving your head from the opposite side. Just do what feels intuitive for you. This feels really nice in my shoulders. Maybe moving the head forward and back. So our next pose that we're going to come into is Dragonfly. So bring yourself back up. And then you want to take your legs apart. So as wide as what feels comfortable for your hips again. So the inner groin area and the hips. And then all you're going to do is bring yourself forward. So if this is where you get to and your elbows are just slightly bent, that's fine. Or you might want to come down onto your forearms. And then I want you to just release the feet. So you don't want any tension in the feet. We're looking to completely relax these hip area and the groin. So just let everything release and just let that head float and hang. No need for props. Let's just use the body weight to relax. Just take your attention to your fingers and you let them relax any further. Then let's just revisit our little affirmation again. I trust my body and honor my feminine power. I trust my body and honor my feminine power. So releasing any tension in the feet, in the legs, in the hips and in the groin, allowing the head to be heavy. And we'll stay here for 10 breaths. And then one more big deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Using your hands, press yourself into the mat. Push your hands all the way back into the middle of the mat, lifting your head, lifting your shoulders. And let's just roll out those shoulders. And just maybe turning from side to side. Just easing out that tension. Just enjoying the stretch. And again, yogi's choice. Do what feels good for you. Maybe moving up and down your legs, giving your legs a little bit of a massage, flexing and pointing the feet. Maybe sweeping the hand up and over and back again. And then the other side. Just really start to use your practice in a way that your body needs, so you're not constantly rigid in the formation of a pose that I'm telling you to do, but you're looking for ways to bring that energy into the body, however that feels for you. Well done. So we're next going to come into our peak pose for this posture, for this class, and that is Shoelace Pose. So from here, what I want you to do, whichever leg you want to do first, bring that in. So you're going to bend that round, and then what you're going to do is you're going to bring the other leg over the top of the knee. So you've kind of got your bottom leg bent and your top leg with your foot down. And I want you to just turn that foot over so you've got that foot on the side. So you've got both your feet on the side, but this one's obviously higher up because your knee's here. If this is where you can get to, this is where you can get to. This is your shoelace. And you're going to start to probably feel it in this top hip. And then you're just going to plant your palms down, press your palms into the earth. You're just going to start to breathe. And then what I want you to do is, like we did before, is flex those feet. So bring those toes in towards the midline, pressing your hands down, and you should feel a lovely stretch in the outer hip of the higher leg. Now, if you want more of a stretch, if this isn't doing it for you, then what you want to do is you want to start shuffling your body over so that you can start to bring this top leg down. So that's the aim, to bring everything further down so that you're balanced on both sides. You're still going to probably feel it more in this top leg. Then what you can do is you can take your hands to your feet and then come over. So play around with the pose, see how it feels. And we're going to be here for 10 breaths. So get your edge, don't go too deep, otherwise you might start to feel a bit of a pinch in that hip. So start to draw those toes back into the midline, pressing your hands down. Just let the weight of your head hang. And then you'll breathe for your 10 breaths. So close the eyes and just enjoy this stretch. I trust my body and honor my feminine power. I trust my body and honor my feminine power. I'll leave you here for your next 8 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And then one more deep inhale. And exhale through the nose. Slowly start to bring yourself up. And then you're going to start to unwind your legs so we can set up for the other side. So just be gentle. So just taking the top leg off first. bringing the bottom leg through. And again, plant the feet, bring the palms behind, and let's just windscreen wiper those legs. Just be careful. You've been bringing a lot of energy into that top hip. And then we'll do the other side. So whichever leg you started with, let's do the other way on. So bringing that leg underneath, bringing the top one over the top so that foot is planted on the ground. And then you're just going to tilt the hips, allow that to come through so you're on the side of that foot, bringing the other foot through. So this might be your edge, this might be where you are, and then you just come forward with your hands, planting the hands, and then drawing both feet in towards the midline. If you're wanting more, then that's when you start to shuffle your hips and start to press down this top leg. I can't actually go any further on this side. My right hip is really, really tight. So take your focus to where you feel that tightness or that edge. That's where you're breathing to. If you send your breath to that area, that's where it will release. So I trust my body and honor my feminine power. I trust my body and honor my feminine power. So you've got about 5 breaths left. And then let's take one nice big deep breath in and exhale the breath out. Bringing yourself all the way up, being careful, release that top leg. Like the Tin Man, release the bottom leg. And then let's just take those palms down behind us and just windscreen wiper the legs. Just releasing out that tension. And then from here we're going to come into Savasana. So this is your choice. You can either come into Reclined Butterfly. So I'll just come around on the mat. So you can bring your soles of your feet together, hips out, so you're still getting a nice release in your hips, and then just bring yourself all the way down onto the yoga mat. Take your arms away from you, palms facing up, and then just start to shuffle the shoulders down so that they're not hunched up towards your ears. Let the back really press into the earth beneath you, and then just allow those hips to release. If you're not getting much of a stretch, bring the legs nearer in towards your groin. If it's too much, take them away. If you prefer to just come into traditional Shavasana, corpse pose, then do so. Once you've got yourself in your preferred position, close the eyes. Let the tongue relax the mouth. Let the breath be steady and even. And allow gravity to do the work. wherever you are, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Bringing your legs together and your knees up towards your chest. Interlace your fingers around your knees and just give yourself a hug. And then rock from side to side. And then just take yourself over to your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Just take a couple of breaths here before we sit up. Just grounding yourself back onto the yoga mat, back into your space. And using your top arm, your left hand, press yourself down. Then bring yourself all the way back up to seat. And if you need your block, grab that to sit on. Come into cross-legged position. Palms facing up, chin to chest. Just take a moment, notice how you feel. I trust my body and honor my feminine power. I trust my body and honor my feminine power. And then palms together, thumbs into your heart center, chin to chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. So I hope to see you in the next practice of this series for your hormonal health. I'll see you next time. Bye.